Hello and welcome to the Had an Idea podcast. He's Michael Mason.
He's Ben Cohen. And Ben Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it's a few days until Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
So naturally, we're two single men sat in a room recording a podcast because we got nothing better to do. On with the show. So, Mike, as we said, it's coming up to Valentine's Day, and this is a bit of a Valentine's themed show because we usually do individual ideas, but we also have lots of ideas together where one of us will say something and the other one will build on it, and then we develop it together.
Yeah.
So we thought this episode we'd do something a bit different and share a few joint ideas.
Yes, ideas that we have both come up with together.
Yes, but before we get to that, it is Valentine's Day, so we should do some Valentine's... Well, nearly, yes. Yeah. It's nearly Valentine's Day, thank you for clarifying. They might be listening to this on Valentine's Day.
They might be.
They might be sad and lonely like us.
Well, then this whole bit is not for them because we're going to talk about potential Valentine's Day plans.
Yeah.
For you people.
Yeah.
You good people out there.
We'll give you some ideas on...
and we'll give you some ideas. Us, two lonely fellas.
We've got all this potential romantic energy stored up. We just need someone to share it with.
Yeah.
But I was thinking if you were going to take your girl out on a date and it wasn't to, like, you know, the cinema or a meal.
Subway.
Subway.
I did go. I've been to, actually not on dates, but I've been to Subway with girls in the past.
Oh.
So that's, I don't consider it a date. They might.
He brought me cookies and everything. But if you were going to go somewhere, where would you...
Ooh.
To show a bit of your personality and stuff
somewhere
you like
different,
as well.
not like restaurants or movies. Yeah.
Because you like wrestling, you could take it
to a wrestling show. There's a wrestling show on Valentine's Day, so we're going. Now, a few years ago, me and my mate Arlie, you know Arlie, and our mate Elliot.
Yeah, shout out to Harvey.
Yeah, we haven't given him a shout out recently.
We haven't heard of him in years.
Still giving him a shout out, so shout out Harvey. We met up for Valentine's Day in town, and we went to the museum, the art gallery uptown. Did that? There was there was an exhibit on about like gay culture. Yeah. And so let's go check it out. And there was like a cinema, like a little cinema. We walked in, and there's just this massive penis projected onto the wall.
And you went, how did they get that picture?
They had to blow it up pretty big so you could see it.
But you could, if you went to art gallery on Valentine's, you could go around and try and matchmake people in portraits. I think that woman would go well with that guy in that portrait.
There's a woman over here I want you to talk to.
You're like taking the basin off the wall and having a smooch. Rubbing him together while the alarm's going off.
She's tackling me to the ground. I don't think there'll be a second date.
She's left long.
How did the date go? Well, he took me to an art gallery, which I thought was unusual, but I'll go along with it. Then he started matchmaking the people in the paintings. Then he tried stealing one of them and pushed it into another painting.
The thing is, it sounds like a silly idea. Well, going that far, it sounds stupid. But if a girl said to me, like, should we go to an art gallery, and she'd like, let's like matchmake people. Yeah. I'd be up for that. I think that was a bit like cute bit of fun. Yeah. Admittedly, it was my idea, so
yeah, well, you would think that.
So I would.
What you need to do is make her think she thought of it.
Yeah.
Then agree with it.
But it's like the idea of like coming up with something that's a bit silly, but it's like quite a cute thing to do.
Yeah. That was a good one.
So I was going to say, because we've been a few times, I've been a few times with family to a place like a ceramics cafe where you...
Oh, yeah.
Like you paint the plates or
or mugs. Or...
Yeah, you can paint whatever you want. It's all like pottery stuff, and you paint it and then they fire it and glaze it for you. Yeah. That's a really nice thing to do.
Because you and your mum, I got a very itchy foot. Happens on Valentine's Day.
Thinking about my mum, isn't it? Itchy foot.
Itchy foot.
You just want to kick her at the backside. I know I do. Well, edit that out. And that.
Well, for Christmas, you and your mum took me and my mum to this pottery place.
Yeah.
To paint pots. And I painted a little house.
Yeah. So it's nice because you can sit and... It's good because you can like sit and talk and that, but you've got something to focus on. So if the conversation dries up, you just well, I'm painting. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so that's like realistic.
Yeah. I suppose it depends on the person as well you're with. Because I was going to mention Coffin Works. Coffin Works? Yeah, we've talked about Coffin Works before. It's a museum in Birmingham. They used to make coffins there. I think now they just make the handles. We were talking about.
we have one of my clients made coffin handles.
Oh, there you go. It might be the same people. I have a Coffin Works badge. I haven't got it on me, but Coffin Works. It's a museum where they show you how they used to make coffins, how they make.
That is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is quite interesting. Maybe that could be an interesting Valentine's Day, a romantic romp around the coffin factory.
Yeah, the Cadbury World. Classic.
Cadbury World is
standing in queues for hours.
Yeah, they've got rid of the cadaver ride now, so it's not romantic.
No,
you'd post like a romantic picture on the cadaver ride and everything. Now they've got
not to be confused with the cadaver ride.
No, from the coffin.
Man, going round in a like motorised coffin. It's a small world.
Oh, well, they're all zombies. It's a small world.
It's a small afterlife. There's no afterlife after all. It's a dark void after all.
Man, what a romantic day out at Coffin Works on the cadaver ride.
Oh, like the tunnel of love.
We don't get them here, do we? Tunnels of love.
No. We're British, we're too prudent.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that the word?
Prudish.
Prudish?
Yes.
That's Prue Leaf's full name. Prudish Leaf.
Prudish Leaf. I like a leaf, it's very prudish.
Yeah. Anywhere else we can?
Oh, there's lots of mini golf places, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah.
We
met a nice girl at a mini golf place, didn't we?
Yeah.
Naomi, shout out to her.
Well remembered.
In
Western Supermare.
Western Supermare.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go back to her for Valentine's Day.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but we haven't forgot. She won't remember us.
No,
Which would be great, because then she'll meet us all over again. Anya, you sound familiar.
But yeah, those are some date ideas.
Yes.
For you lovebirds out there.
But an even better idea for a date is to stay at home, sit on the couch under a blanket with a nice hot chocolate and listen to our ideas.
Yes, let's do it.
So, going back to the date idea, somewhere you might like to take them is a cafe.
Yes.
And we've got a cafe that we came up with, a joint idea. And it was the Garden Cafe.
Yes, I remember.
Or the Garden Restaurant.
Oh, restaurant, yeah. So this was based on my brother Will took us and my mum to the botanist.
Yes.
And it's like a garden theme.
Yeah.
But then they brought dessert out, and it was in like flower pots. That pate stuff or something.
Didn't they bring stuff out on a trowel as well?
They brought some out on a trowel, yeah.
So we took that concept and went even further with it.
We did.
I've got
further into the stretch.
Into the garden.
Oh, yeah.
But I got some notes that I made from our conversation. Because we was on about different ways you could serve things, like because with a trowel and that.
Yeah.
So we thought the soup, you could serve it in a bird bath.
That's a good one.
I assume you give them spoons. You don't have
Trying to tip.
The rice you could put in a bird feeder.
I remember that.
Would you have like a curry and then just a bird feeder of rice?
Yeah. A bird bath of curry and a bird feeder of rice. Trying to get it on the stick. Oh.
And then the bread, you could put that in a pond.
There's your bread.
Whole loaf. Yeah.
Floating in.
I imagine it could be like a little sort of model of a pond.
Yeah. That's still wet bread you've got. I'm not hungry, I'll just have the bread. Some damn soggy bread for me.
Well, you could do it like...
Just squeezing it out.
Make a model with like resin mortar.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Talking of water, you could have your drinks served in a watering can. Instead of a jug of water, you have a watering can.
Oh, I thought you meant drinking out of the water.
Well, I did. Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Or you could pour it from there into like a flower... Well, no, because that's got a hole in the might
You'd have to have it, Well,
like a flower pot or a...
Did you mention a Wellington boot?
Yeah. Yeah,
drinking out of a Wellington.
Isn't that what they do in like frat parties? Isn't it? They drink out of...
Hey, maybe.
Shoes. And then, of course, for cutlery, you got the fork.
You got a cotton
Or
fork.
like a mini rake.
Yeah.
And then knife, is there a sort of knife?
A saw.
Chainsaw. Yeah.
Chainsaw cutting. So I've cut through the bloody table.
So yeah, those are some of our suggestions. But what else could you do? I'm thinking condiments. You got to put them in. What would you find in a garden?
Well, you could have like salt and pepper shakers shaped like little garden gnomes.
Yeah,
and you shake it out the top of the hats.
Got the dandruff from the gnome.
This one's black. Yeah.
Well, maybe all the waiters are dressed as gnomes as well.
They should be dressed as gardeners, like the gardener gloves and the aprons and everything.
So one is a scarecrow as well, like the greets. Come inside. You've got like hair, straw coming out of his
sleeve. Yeah. And the decor as well, of course, would be.
Yeah. Well, maybe it could have like grass on the artificial grass,
and
then like painted to look like a garden and like sort of fake sky.
I was going to say there's a place in Solihull called The Woods that is made to look like it's in the woods. So it's sort of got like trees and leaves all over the place. Yeah,
and then there was that Cafe Sebastian's that's since closed down.
Yeah,
but they had like the LED screens on the top that showed like skies. So you could do that.
Sebastian's was great. Yeah.
So, anything else we could add? It's got like chocolate cake could be like made to look like mud.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what they did at this place with the.
They're stealing our ideas before we go up with them.
Bloody grumbleweed. That's a reference no one's going to get with us.
So they're more focused on the food being garden themed as well.
Yeah.
We're focused on the whole experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You have birds twittering away.
Oh yeah.
A seagull come and try and take your food. Pigeons wandering around.
Like bees and flies buzzing around.
Yeah, spiders crawling up the table. Slugs.
How about you could have like outside, but instead of tables outside, you've got like a blanket, like a picnic blanket.
I like
you sit on the floor and they bring you.
Maybe it's even like a hilly, like there's an incline, so it's like you're sitting on a hill.
Yeah. And then they bring your food out to you in a picnic basket.
Yeah.
Picnic basket.
Yeah.
This was the best idea we had ever had, Boo Boo. Can we eat at the garden restaurant?
Oh, I like it. Yeah. So that's the garden restaurant.
Also, I think it was your idea, going back a few episodes, a few series even, for the garden theme park.
Yeah.
With the Charlie Dimmock experience.
I forgot about that.
Because we were coming up with like ideas for rides and things. Like, you can have a big wheel with like buckets.
Yeah.
And but that could, the garden restaurant could be part of the.
Yeah, they could sponsor it.
Yeah.
For the catering. Yeah. Oh, I like it.
There we go.
Get Charlie Dimmock to come and open it.
Oh, yeah.
The restaurant, I mean.
Yeah. Well, that as well. So another joint idea was for a bunch of characters, I guess. They were an American football team, like a college football team, called the Denver Flubbots.
How did we come up with a name?
Well, we were playing Trivia Pursuit on the Wii.
That's how cool we are.
That's how cool we are.
We play Trivia Pursuit, but it's on the Wii.
And it's like 2024.
Is that like more or less nerdy?
Playing the Wii, like, when did we play this? This was like 10 years ago, maybe?
But we still play it.
We do still play the Wii. The Wii's a good console. But we were playing that, and there was a question about the rap group, the Flowbots, who, of course, did Bicycle.
Yes, I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
No handlebars. No handlebars. I think it's just called Handlebars, actually, not Bicycle. I'm thinking of Queen, aren't I? Bicycle! I can ride my bicycle with no handlebars. Anyway, so there's a question about them, and they were from Denver.
Yeah.
The group from Denver, the Flowbots, but I read it as Flowbots.
We came up with the Denver Flowbots.
Yeah, and so we invented the American college football team.
And it's just they're all sort of idiots.
Yes, they're all the worst. I got the ball, what do I do with it now? Run, you goddamn idiot! Okay, not that way!
Going up to the optician. Get up to the opposition gate. Well, you haven't had to go in. Do you want the football?
Don't give it to him, you goddamn idiot! And we came up with the coach who used to want to shout. What he does is shout at them.
But they keep calling him Dad. Hey, Daddy, this ball's on shape and it's meant to be round.
I'm not your dad.
I'm sorry, I got a note from my mama saying I can't play today because I lost my racket. You don't need a racket to play football.
Don't throw the ball to me, you goddamn idiot.
Boss, why is there a big letter H on the pitch? Oh, damn it, I dropped the ball in the touchdown area. I better pick it up and go back.
I've run through the touchdown, just keep running. I can't run no farther, I'm running up the stalls.
Why is all these people chasing me? Do you want the ball? Here you go. You take it.
Why'd you give me the ball, you idiot? Well, they seemed like they wanted it. We were just doing this all day. We came with the Denver Flowbots. We've got some characters.
Daddy, I forgot my kit today, so I put my tennis outfit on. Not Daddy.
Everyone's in like the big shoulder pads and helmets as they're going running around in tennis whites. Little wristbands. But we have got characters.
Yeah.
We've got the coach, of course.
Yeah.
Who's
coach.
sort of the focal point of the whole thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a name, he's just called
He's
Coach.
Coach, yeah. You can all call me Coach. Okay, Daddy. I'm not your goddamn daddy.
Okay, Mr. Coach.
It's not Mr. Coach, it's just Coach. Okay, Daddy.
It's not Mr. Coach. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Coach.
Who else is there? There's Junior. You know how people name that? They don't name their children like Mike Jr. or Ben Jr. They just name them Junior.
Yeah.
So if you were called Junior and had a child called Junior, they'd be Junior.
My daddy, Junior, Senior.
Everybody, movie fit daddy, tell you now.
What if his surname was Junior as well?
Junior.
You say my name and I appear. My daddy, Senior, Junior. Oh, this should be like a girl who's dressed up like a boy to try and get on the team, but she's obviously like a girl. Having long hair and like big breasts.
But she's like the best one, so he lets her. I had an idea as well there could be like an Amish kid. Like, doesn't wear the uniform, wears his full like black and like, big hat.
Well,
and everything.
he should wear all his clothes, but then with like a vest, like a rugby top on top, and like the number painted on his hat.
Or like, he's got the helmet on with the visor, and then the hat on top of that. The Denver Flowbots.
Oh, I love the Denver Flowbots.
So what would they do exactly? What would this be, like a sketch or?
Yeah, I think it was just like a recurring sketch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or it could be, and then we could do like a feature film about the team.
Yeah.
And then like he tries to, like, get them to win a championship or something. It's the only way to save this like town or something.
Yeah.
And they get a new coach in, and he does whip them into shape. And they become really good, but then they miss their old coach and they get him back. No, I don't want to come back. I hate you, lad. Been the best 3 months of my life.
You don't mean that, really, do you, Daddy?
Yeah, and they bring someone else back by mistake. Well, I've never coached football in my life. Can't even pronounce it. You don't mean that. You just like riding a tricycle.
What?
You'll remember when you start coaching stuff. And I riding a tricycle.
I'm just here to mop the floor, so.
You're janitor. So in a lot of our ideas, we tend to have like characters that work together.
Yeah, a duoship.
Yeah, duoship.
Yeah,
that's
like Captain Kirk and Spock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we create those?
No, I'm just giving an example of duos.
Yeah. But
or Sherlock and his partner Moriarty.
Yeah.
That's just to annoy the Sherlock fans out there. Oh my god.
I think that'll probably annoy him more.
It does sound like it.
It's like playing a tiny keyboard.
No, that's him typing on a keyboard.
But we've done like Colin and Dave, we mentioned before, and we often have duos. Well, this idea that we had together, we can't really remember much about it, but so we'll probably elaborate on it now. But it was the idea was a guy died.
Yeah, he gets bitten by a zombie.
That's it. So he gets bitten by a zombie.
Yeah.
And he dies. And then his ghost sees his zombie come back to life. And they sort of work together.
Yeah.
So then he has to, like... Because obviously his consciousness is only in his ghost form, but his zombie's sort of reanimated body.
Yeah.
So he's sort of flying around, sort of telling him what to do. And...
Yeah, curtail him. Stop eating that man!
Yeah.
I can't remember how he came up with that. I think it's just a terrifying idea, like becoming a ghost of the zombie apocalypse and seeing your own body.
Maybe, because I thought maybe the ghost has got something he needs to do, but obviously he's a ghost, he can't touch things or speak to people.
Yeah.
So he has to try and sort of teach the ghost, the zombie,
yeah.
to like go to this place and talk to this person, or like to do this thing. Maybe that could be.
Maybe, yeah. I do like it though. It's very interesting.
It sounds like it'd be. Would it be? I was thinking like an upbeat, like kids animation, or would it be like a dark?
Sounds quite dark, to be fair.
Well, yeah, you know,
it's a zombie watching. Yeah, but Casper didn't watch his own reanimated corpse shuffle around eating his family.
No, true. Okay, so it's like more of a horror movie. Type, or a dark.
It's like a horror comedy. That's a silly
comedy.
Yeah. Or a horror. I'm not going to say
a horror. So yeah, have we got anything else to add to that character?
I don't know what. I mean, I love the idea of like a zombie apocalypse. You don't think of that when you watch these zombie films. Watch The Walking Dead. You don't think about ghosts. The zombies exist in this world. Why not ghosts? Yeah. All these ghosts watching the bodies like rotting and walking around eating people. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
Yeah, let's be one.
Well, we were talking about the Wii earlier, weren't we?
Wii!
We used to play the Wii. We still do. I used to create characters. Like, not just ourselves.
Yeah, because there's a thing on there where are they called Mii's?
They're
M-I-I?
called Mii's, yeah.
And you can create characters, and we would often create. We started off creating celebrities, and then we just descended into doing random shapes and making them look as weird as possible.
We started off with people, and then ended up with like animals and aliens and abstract shapes. But in between that, there was like people, but weird looking people.
Yeah. So we did one. I think I
you created him,
and it was basically we'll put a picture up so you can see him as I'm describing him, and he's got like a sort of an oval head, massive glasses,
tiny little eyes,
and then like a really straight mouth because he's like very straight.
Yeah. And I named him Trefer.
Yay!
Trefer.
Which I love that. Whenever I told anyone about it, they always said, "Oh, Trevor, no, Trefer."
And I decided that he was going to be the most boring person in the world, and that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
And we gave him
the voice.
I did do a voice. It was the voice I used to do for anyone I considered boring. So he talks very slow and like this, and very quietly, but he really, really enjoys toilets.
Yeah, we started giving him sort of random quirks. One was that he loves anything to do with toilets, so like he'd go to a toilet museum.
Yeah, like a toilet convention. Oh, it's the Scoop Master 5000 with the built-in bidet. I don't think they should mess with perfection personally.
Yeah, but he doesn't like bidets because they're not proper toilets.
Yeah.
No. And then we kind of expanded it and started creating more characters, created this whole little world. There was his brother Randall.
Randall, yeah, who
put a picture up.
We put a picture up. Randall's kind of he has suffered brain damage.
Yeah.
I came up with the idea that Randall was a genius as a child. He was a child prodigy, and Trefer as a child was quite jealous. And they had a fight, and Randall fell down some stairs.
Man, this is dark.
It got quite dark.
You thought Ghosts and Zombies was bad.
That's why Randall lives with Trefer now. And but I also thought maybe because Trefer feels bad, but I also thought maybe Randall's faking it. And of course he's deaf, so he shouts. Like, "Hi, Trefer!"
I didn't know he was deaf.
Yeah, that's why he talks like that.
Yeah. And a quirk of Randall's that we love and we still reference all the time is like, whenever he sings songs, he just repeats. He's like, "Hey, Sarah, Sarah, Sarah,
whatever will be, will be, will be. The future's not ours to see, to see, to see. Okay, Sarah, 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 Sarah."
And like, call on me, call on me.
The song "Call on Me" by Eric Price.
Oh, that was and all the single ladies as well.
Oh yeah, all the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. And that's Randall. He's just loud.
Who else? We had Oswald, his dad.
Well, first there's Gazy.
Oh yes.
Trefer's wife.
Oh yes.
You do her voice, don't you? Yes, you do, yeah. It's your Julian Clary.
I don't remember this.
He's like, "Oh, Trefer."
Oh, was it more like Joe Brandon type?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Trefer. Yeah. My husband's lazy. Can't do that. Can't do that voice without doing like Joe Brandon type. Yeah. My husband's lazy. And I'm fat. But yes, there's Gazy. Long-suffering wife.
Long-suffering wife, poor woman.
And then there's Oswald.
He's
his dad.
He's really racist. He's not very nice.
No. And they happen... Is it their neighbour is Gustav?
Gustav, who was
German.
A secret Nazi. we
Times were different back then.
We came up with this when we were like 14. Little Britain was still on television.
But again, a lot of it was based around the characters because we just created characters and then who we thought they looked like.
Yeah, we just gave them voices, and after you got
like
the voice,
Gustav, like we had this sort of Hitler-style hair and then like a big massive grin,
moustache as well, and the crazy eyes.
It's Trefer's mum.
Trefer's mum, who never had a name. We just called her Trefer mum.
Louise. That was his brother.
That was his daughter.
Oh, daughter.
Who was transitioning.
Yeah. See, we were quite progressive.
We were quite progressive.
So it was Lewis and then transitioned into Louise.
Yeah.
His boss, Neil? Or Howard Halifax?
I think Neil... Oh, I can't remember now. Because I remember because we decided Howard Brown should be his boss. And Trefer that's the thing, Trefer works at a bank. And I had this idea, because we decided this could be a great TV show. And I thought Trefer would be like in a security office, like looking at monitors. And then you got on one of the monitors, the cashiers, and somebody walks away. And he leans into a microphone and says, "Cashier number 1, please." So that's his job. He does the
announcements.
Yeah. And his boss is Howard Halifax.
Who works at Brown's Bank.
Brown's Bank, of course. And but of course the bank closes, becomes a trendy wine bar, and he goes to work at the supermarket, doesn't he?
Yes, where he
meets among multiple. There's Milton.
Milton. He just keeps because it's so confusing that we're on about. Was it Thomas Allmark?
Yeah.
He dropped some milk or something.
No. Because when I was in primary school with Thomas Allmark, and he used to play Wizard of Oz. Mm-hmm. And one time it was raining, and we ran past him, and he was just shouting, "I'm melting!" in the rain. Like.
So he came up with Milton.
Yeah, and he shouted,
"I'm Milton!" And then there's Graham.
There was Graham.
One of my favourites.
"Hello, Trefer. You forgot your receipt." And that voice actually I got from, I think it was The Thing, the film The Thing, on the DVD making of. There was a fella, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about like working with Alfred Hitchcock. Like, "I first worked with Alfred Hitchcock in his film The Birds," and I just love that voice. And so I just started, "Hello, Trefer, you've left your receipt."
And then there's George.
Yeah, George.
Oh, hi, George.
My name's not George.
Well, that's not what it says on my ID, man.
George thinks everybody's called George. For some reason, looks at his name. Oh, that person's called George.
But there's the bit like... So we didn't really ever write any stories from
no,
it's just little bits.
Yeah.
There's a bit you came up about, "Oh, it's raining again."
I can't remember that at all.
Where Casey says, "Oh, it's raining again." And Trefer goes, "Oh, we'll have to write to the council about that." And then there's a bit more to it. What are they going to do? Oh, yeah, the council, they won't fix it. No, they're bloody useless. Oh, I always love that.
I completely forgot it. I'm glad you remembered it. Because the idea of Trefer is just incredibly boring.
Yeah.
So all the storylines are going to be really boring. But yeah, that is Trefer.
Yes, and we finally shared it because it's one of those... That was the sort of idea that we came up with the podcast for.
Yeah. Tell them about why we came up with the podcast.
We did before.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
let's do it again.
Well, we came up with it because we had loads of ideas and we never wrote any of them or filmed any of them or anything. Then we was chatting to our friend Joe from...
Shout out to Harvey!
from the improv course. And we was telling her saying we got all these ideas, and she said you should do a podcast and talk about them. So
that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And so, Joe is the one to blame.
Yes.
If you don't enjoy this, but if you do enjoy it, be sure to thank Joe.
Yes. And also to rate us on Spotify and give us 5.
Well, before we do that, Ben, we need to pick an idea out.
But it linked nicely. We could have done that after.
Oh. Well, too late now. I've ruined it. I've ruined Valentine's Day.
Right, well,
we have the hat. There's the ideas.
Let me shuffle them up.
You want to? I'll pick one if you want to shuffle them up.
There you go.
I sound ASMR shuffling. Ooh, we got one here. Trying to get away from me. It is.
Buck.
Buck.
Yes.
It is Buck. Or Coob, as it says, if you read it backwards.
So yes,
oh, crap.
Listen next episode to hear our book ideas.
Yes.
And in the meantime, rate us 5 stars on Spotify. like it and subscribe on YouTube and tell all your friends about it.
Yeah, why not?
So, thanks for listening.
Bye! Dude, I've heard this awful podcast about Sherlock.